here. Hey, that's me. All right, let's do.
Let's try to figure out how to fix my picture.
Use it. All right, I'm going to mute everybody, and then I can talk. I'm going to try not to be super long-winded, Dawn, tonight. But you never know. So, hello, everybody. Some of my team's on here, and then there's some other people, and I'm sure people will be hopping in because I sent reminders and whatnot. So, but welcome to Knowledge is Power Hour. I'm talking tonight. I didn't invite a speaker. It's just me. Sorry, you got to listen to me tonight. And I'm going to talk about getting back to basics in our business. So I'm probably going to do a little Dawn take us to church moment. For those of you who aren't on my team, sometimes I drop some bad words, so earmuffs the kids if they're around. And I apologize if that offends you. But what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about basics. So we just came out of crazy times, right? We just came out of 3 years of craziness. We went into 2020 unsuspecting, life shut down, things got crazy. We had active in April. We were afraid Scentsy would shut down. It got made a essential business. Life was nuts. Scentsy was selling like crazy. We were out of things. We couldn't get things in. It was nuts and nuts and nuts and nuts. And that kind of continued into 2021. And you were all on this journey. Most of you are on this journey with me, but I'm going to recap it. And in those couple of years, a lot of people sat back and let their business happen. And they coasted, whether a little bit or entirely. They didn't show up for work every day or every week or even every month sometimes. But because people were sitting at home with nothing else to do, they were on their computers or their phones a lot, just chilling. They were working from home. Their kids weren't in activities because they were at school. Everybody was hyper focused on their home environment. And I think that was very great for our business. And one aspect is people realized that when you're at home, you want your house to be a good environment to be in, and that includes smelling good, and Scentsy helps with that, right? Awesome. But I watched a lot of people, and I don't say this to anybody specifically on this call. I don't say it to anybody specifically in Scentsy. I watched it happen from essential consultants through superstar directors. There is no title that was immune from this, where people sat back and rode the wave. And you heard the word hypergrowth a lot, and teams were growing and sales were growing, and people weren't doing the things that they needed to do to make sure that that maintained past us hopefully coming out of the panty, right? Fingers crossed we were going to come out of it and not be in it forever. And so now 2022 happened. And fun facts about 2022, if you didn't go to World Tour, or you haven't gone yet, or you didn't go to leadership, things to know about 2022. 2022 was not a bad year. People complained all through 2022 about how bad it was, how people weren't buying, how people weren't joining, how people weren't. The real weren't in this situation is that consultants weren't working their business, and they hadn't worked their business in 2 years. And so, what's really hard to come back from when you haven't worked your business in 2 years? To expect your business to do something overnight, it's not going to happen. And so last year was not a bad year. 2022 was our third best year in sales ever. So people are still buying Scentsy. Who are they buying it from? If you're not working your business, it's probably not you, right? And so it was actually a great year in Scentsy, despite what all of the Facebook pages would have you think. This is why you guys know I don't like Facebook pages, but despite what the Facebook pages would have you think, it was actually a really great year in Scentsy, and they are buying Scentsy. They're just buying it from the people who are actually working their business and have consistently worked their business. And so that's my little rant as we go into how do I make this happen? And I'm going to be really honest with you. And part of this comes from Karen, because Karen's on here tonight, and Karen has always said, always work your business the same way. It does not matter what the environment around you is. It doesn't matter what the Scentsy business is doing. It doesn't matter what the economy is doing. It doesn't matter if we're in a pandemic. It doesn't matter what is going on. Work your business consistently in the basics all the time, and your business will be like this instead of like this. And right now there's a lot of people in Scentsy that are like feeling this because they spent 2 years just coasting. And I don't want anybody in Scentsy, but especially the people that I love, I don't want people to come into another year frustrated. If you coasted in any way, shape, or form through 2020 or 2021 or even 2022, it's not going to come back overnight. But we cannot change what you did or didn't do in that time. It can't be changed. We can't go back. I don't have the time machine. It doesn't exist. We are not Doctor Who. So we can't travel back in time and change any of that aspect of what we did or didn't do. But we have all the power to affect what we do today going forward. And so I don't care what the Scentsy-verse is doing. I don't care what the next big trend is. I like whatever thing we decide we want to hyper focus on and sell out Scentsy of, like, it literally does not matter. What matters is that you show up every day and do the basics. My team has heard me say the fluff doesn't matter. If you have time for the fluff, great. But that is the last thing on the to-do list always. And so your basics, really, really simple. If you are building a team, you focus on joint conversations and recruiting. Basic number one, have the conversation. Yeah, the economy, not that great right now. You know what that means? A lot of people are looking for extra income. And extra income doesn't mean that they need to be rich with Scentsy or have 4-5 figure incomes with Scentsy. Like, extra income for a lot of people, like $100 a month would be a big deal. $200 would be a month would be a big deal. And like most of us know that that's not that difficult to accomplish in the Scentsy world if you're showing up consistently. So you can act like it's not a good time to recruit, except it's actually the best time to recruit, because you're going to get people who are invested because they actually need the income. They have a big purpose for coming in to Scentsy and being successful. The second thing, I'm going to do these in the order of importance here. So if you're building a team, recruiting is number one. You should always be working on that one first. Then if they don't want to do that, if they don't want to make the extra money, some sort of party. And I hate the word party. I think it's like overrated. I think a lot of people hear party and they go, their grandma's Tupperware. Like they just, they don't register that as like, ooh, party fun. Like it just doesn't. Network marketing and party don't go together in people's brains as a fun thing. So what can you do to alter, and I'm working on this one right now. What can you do to alter what party looks like to you and your customers? And everybody's going to be different. And I feel like there's a lot of things out there right now. The shop and scrolls, just shopping links, which my customers I feel are like best about. And some people do still want the house party and the thing, like that kind of stuff. And that's great. That's great. There's nothing wrong with any way you party, but you do have to party in some way, because the partying leads to new customers and expands your circle, expands the amount of people coming in and buying from you, the amount of opportunities you have to have a joint conversation. There has to be some sort of party concept to your business so that you keep growing, because sales may come after more no's in this season of the business. It may take more no's to get to that yes. But if you don't have a depth of your customer base because you don't do some sort of partying, you'll just keep hearing no's and no's and no's and keep getting more and more frustrated. You have to expand that circle. So join, host, right? And then buy. This is the easy one. Y'all love Scentsy. You all have Scentsy products in your house. You all use it all the time, right? Like that's why, like, hands raised, is that why you joined Scentsy? Because you love Scentsy products? Like, That's why I joined Scentsy. I was like, got to make some money back. I know, Marie, you don't count. You're a freak. So Marie's shaking her head at me. But, but like most people like love Scentsy and that's why they join. And like, I would say that's probably 95% of why people like, they're like, well, I like it and I use it. I might as well try to sell it. Right. And so you already have, and now that you're a consultant, you do love it and you use it all the time. Right. So we have products in our house. We're using the product all the time. And so what are your hero products? What are the things you use all the time? And are you sharing the products? And I'm not saying like going to people and trying to make them buy them. I'm saying like, are you showing how you use the products every day in your life? Are you sharing authentically? There's no other you in the world. You're it. They can go buy Scentsy from 230,000 other consultants. Why are they buying from you? What are you offering to connect with them and build a relationship with them? This is a relationship business, and those relationships become very, very important as we go into normal seasons like we're in right now. They will keep coming back to you if you build that relationship with them. Don't make every conversation about Scentsy. Share Scentsy on a daily basis so that they see it. So when you talk to them, they think of you as the Scentsy person. You don't have to be selling anything. You're selling just by showing up and using it, by showing that publicly. Okay. How can you authentically share that product? When you change your wax, are you showing that off? Ask them to help you pick what goes in your warmers. Are you showing how to use cotton cleanups or cotton balls or however you clean your warmer? Are you talking about how many cubes go in there? How can they figure that out? Are you showing when you spray your counters and use counter clean? Or are you spraying off your couches and your beds and your blankets and whatever with Scentsy Fresh? If you're doing laundry, are you showing off your washer whiffs? Like we have so many products. How are you using fragrance flowers if you're a fragrance flower person? If you have pets, do you use the pet stuff? Are you showing that off? I don't really need to do a catalog walkthrough, but like we have so many things. And we were just talking, where was I? We were talking about this. Maybe it was at leadership. I should pull this down. I'm going to walk off screen a second. I'm the weirdo who keeps all my catalogs. So I keep one of every catalog. This was my very first catalog when I joined. This is spring, summer 2012. This one actually had quite a few pages. This one still had like 65 pages, but you want to know what our products were? It was there were buddies in here. This was our skincare line. It was not good. And then we had some warmers and mini warmers. And then we had wax. That's it. There's like a couple, there's scent circles and room sprays and scent packs, because obviously we had buddies. That's it. That was our product line. That was it. That was our teeny tiny amount of combine and saves. This little bitty nothing catalog here. And yes, the warmers were not exciting. It was a lot of warmers with like the same shape and different colors. And we sold the crap out of this. I hit shooting star, I hit sensational start. Like we hit all the same goals that people hit now with an infinite amount more product available. If you aren't selling Scentsy, that's your fault. I don't want to drop a truth bomb on you, but like if you're showing up in your business will sell. It will have people want to have a shopping link. It will have people join your team. And if you can't remember what that is, pretend it's your number one day. You just started. Someone told you to go sell $500 in Scentsy products. I sold $500 in this catalog in 15 days. You can certainly sell $500 in this current catalog. So, and if that freaks you out, like start small. One order a day. 1 order a day. I'm not going to ask you to go write the universe. Most of you aren't ever going to like do this as a full-time job, like a me and a Karen, but like go make 1 sale a day. That's talking to like 2 or 3 people. Find 1 sale. I'm not even giving you a number. Find 1 sale a day. That's it. And like you're gonna have sales, you're gonna have a paycheck. So, and we sold, we sold the crap out of these products. And so like the possibilities are endless, but you have to show up and work it. No one can show up and work your business for you. Blaming it on other things is just that, putting the blame on other things, when the reality is we are an independent Scentsy consultant. No one owes us anything and we owe no one else anything. And the only way this business works is if we show up and do it. That's it. And the last basic thing I'm going to say, because it's my bread and butter, and I think it's so important, and I say this is a relationship business, if you aren't having outstanding customer service and doing your follow-up, your business will die so hard, so fast. Again, a you problem, but it'll die so hard, so fast. And I say that as somebody, ooh, you're in a semi truck. You can talk to so many people. I'm going to come back to that. Okay. So I'm going to tell a story. So I know somebody who used to be a consultant, and they still use Scentsy like crazy. And they have since rotated who they buy Scentsy from, like, because they still have a lot of friends in Scentsy. So they've rotated who they buy their products from. They came to me in December and they're like, it's your turn. I'm buying from you next month. And I was like, sweet. So I was like, well, I'll follow up with you at the end of December. So true to my word, if you tell somebody something, do it, right? So true to my word, at the end of December, I followed up with them. They wanted all of the bring back my bars. Cool, easy. What a nice order, right? I could have easily gone 25 bars, cool, and left it at that. Instead, what did I do? I said, is there anything else you need to get? Do you need bulbs? Do you need anything else? Right? I'm not even trying to upsell like a specific item. Like, you already buy Scentsy all the time. Like, what else can I get you? Well, what else? Is there anything coming on June or on July, whatever month it is, January 1st? Is there anything else coming? And I said, yeah, a couple of things. We have the warmer of the month, which is so cute. And it's the first Disney one, right? And then we have the Valentine's stuff coming out. And here's the link to my website with all the stuff that's coming in the Valentine's collection. So the second they saw the Disney warmer, yep, definitely need that. So that put them over the $200 mark. And so then I was like, well, now you got rewards. So then they added in the Valentine's Day stuff for their rewards. And they said to me, I just want you to know that of all the consultants that I've worked with, and all of them, by the way, director and above. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Of all of the consultants that I've gone to and ordered from, you're the only one who's asked me if I needed anything else. The only one. And then it continued to get crazier because I like said thank you, and I sent her some thank you mail, and she said I was the only one who sent her thank you mail or a text or anything saying thank you. And then I followed up after she got her order. I like, your order is on its way, blah, blah, blah. You got it all right. You're the only person who checked to see if I got my order and if it came in one piece, if it was checked on. So I'm not even like knocking any sort of title. These were all directors and above who weren't doing this. And then who's the person who's gotten another $100+ order from her within a month of that order? Because I did all the freaking legwork and checked in on her and did my follow-ups. Build the relationship, have good customer service. I didn't even have to do anything crazy. She was impressed that I said thank you and checked to make sure that she got her order. That's it. Do you reach out when you get the shipment email? Yeah, I typically, when if they order on my website or whatever and I get the shipment email, I do typically try to just, because it's just a text. Hey, I saw your order ship. Just want to make sure you saw that. Like, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just make sure it didn't get into their junk mail, because you know how sometimes emails do that. So really, really simple. I don't do anything crazy. I'm not like out of control. But all I did was the basics. I did nothing. I did not do anything crazy. Like, people like see all this stuff on these Facebook groups and feel like they need to be doing everything. You do not. If the Facebook group overwhelms you because you see people doing all the things, I guarantee their business probably isn't doing that hot, because they're too busy worrying about all that fluffy shit. Back off the fluffy shit, focus on the basics. Buy, host, join. It's like on all of our old Scentsy stuff. That was the motto. Buy, host, join. Buy, host, join. Buy, host, join. Like, I was gonna try to find it in this catalog because I know it's here. But buy, host, join was on everything. So basic. I'm going to, oh, I can't unmute you. You're welcome to unmute. I don't have anything else to rant on, but I am going to answer things that are in the chat, or if you guys want to ask a question, just let me know. But do I ever get random orders and send thank you cards, but never hear anything back? If I get a random order, if it's somebody that I has never ordered from me before and they've ordered on my website, is that what we mean? Because if I do that, I right away text, hey, just got your order. This is the Scentsy person you ordered from. Just wanted you to have this number to reach out to. Thanks for your order. I text them right away. I'm hooking you immediately. It does not take me very long, and I can text no matter where I am. It doesn't matter if I'm sitting on the toilet pooping, if I'm sitting waiting for my oil to get changed, if I'm sitting at a friend's kid's soccer game. Like, it does not matter where I am. If I'm just sitting and watching TV, my phone is always there. If you're telling me your phone isn't always by my side, by your side, then I'm questioning, because I guarantee for 99% of us that is. I use my own personal phone number. You can choose however you want to do that. My project broadcast is very minimal use. I use it for a monthly newsletter to my customers. They opt into that. I otherwise use my own personal phone number. This is a relationship building business, and I think project broadcast for the most part is very too hands off and too impersonal for me. So it is not how I do the majority of my communication. So that's just me. I'm not telling anybody how to do anything. Different things work for everybody. That's just what works for me. Heidi, that's perfect. What you said you do. That's perfect. Also, like Heidi, you said something about how you're in a semi truck and you try to post and stuff like that. I'm just laughing because we drove out to SFR, that me and some friends drove out to SFR this past summer, like I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio, out to Utah. And one of the friends we had with us was Spice Dawn. Most people know who Spice Dawn is. And she is a very talkative human. She knows no stranger, like, at all. And so I laugh because the number of truckers we met in like Love's truck stops that are now Dawn's best friends. Like, I feel like if you're in a truck and you're stopping along the way, like, you have so many opportunities to friend people. So many new friends because of that.
You're not kidding there, because when my husband drives or we stop at, like, well, basically we stop at Love's because that's
the best.
Where we have. Yeah, I know, that's where we have to stop at to refill the truck. He works for Crumb Trucking out in Batesville, and you're right. I mean, just random. I'll be getting me a tea. People. Yeah, I'll be getting me a tea or something and not thinking about it. And I'll be like, just strike up a conversation or something, and not think about it. And right now I'm kicking myself in the butt, or yeah, we'll leave it at that. Kicking myself in the butt because, like I said, I forgot my cards at home.
It's all right.
And
send them a text message.
I wanted to bring my cards with me. I wanted to bring my flyers with me, my little scent stickers with me, and I totally got them all at the house. And if y'all pay attention to the picture that I've got here going on in the background, that is the Colorado Rockies that we recently went through.
Delightful. That's a beautiful drive.
I can
And-
see that from my backyard almost.
You sure
Yeah.
can.
Well,
All
I
right,
must
Kay is going to be the
have-
rose to my doctor. I love that, Kay.
now I'm sitting
How-
on Arizona, I think.
Who do you target and how do you target for recruiting? So that's kind of a big question. Because really anybody, right? Like it's hard to say that like after 11 years, I'm like, I don't know who can do this business. Anyone. So like the reality is like who are you drawing in? And I feel like the past couple years is I've like really tried to hone in on like, not that I'm not authentic on social media, but really sharing like who I am. So I draw in like-minded people who like will ride the wave with me, whether it is as a hobbyist or a part-time job or a full-time job, that I'm pulling in people. So like just really being like authentically me in every conversation, whether that's online or in person. Because I think there's this line where like people still are intimidated or have wrong opinions about what direct sales and network marketing is. And like, if we can just be normal freaking humans on the internet and not be spammy and weird and gross, and we just treat people like normal people, and we're normal people, and we're sharing a product. People share products they love on the internet all the time. This is not a new concept. Like I said to somebody the other day, I've sold like 35 of my freaking iced coffee makers just by making iced coffee in the morning. Like, I'm not trying to sell that. I don't get any money off of that, but people see it in my stories every day, and I get every day multiple people. That's a cool coffee maker. What is it? How do I get it? I literally have that freaking thing saved in my boards app so that I don't have to go hunt it down anymore. Like, people, like, we sell things all the time. I asked the internet what kind of jeans are good for curvy big girls the other day and got 5 bajillion responses. Like, people want to give their opinion, they want to connect with us. So like, just be yourself. And then like today I asked a stupid question. I asked a question in my Instagram stories about like, what kinds of things do you guys like seeing me share? Is there anything I'm not sharing that you would like to see? Like that kind of thing. And all people are like, I don't know, everything you share is great. And I'm like, this is not helpful. You're just really authentic. Great. I don't know how to be anybody but myself, but that still doesn't help me. But like, just be yourself. There's like a lot to be said about just showing up in spaces like a normal freaking human being. Stop putting a filter on, stop like showing up as somebody else. And if you've been to, I'm gonna like really hurt people's feelings. If you've been to Sensi events, there's always those people that you like don't recognize because they don't look anything like they do on their social media, because they've put 500 filters on their face and the skinny app and the whatever and the whatever. And people are always like, wow, people really know who you are, Dawn. I'm like, that's just because I look exactly like I do in person as I do on my computer, in my phone. Like, I'm not trying to hide behind any sort of weird filter that makes me look like anything but me. Like, just show up as a normal freaking human. People want authenticity, and authenticity is one of our 3 core values. Like, stop being somebody else. I've been catfished at events. Well, that's terrifying.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so hopefully I'm not yelling because I do have cotton balls in my ears.
You're not yelling.
Okay, so like I feel like I do okay recruiting. Like that's not the issue. But like I'll have people that join and then like they don't want to do anything. And it's not like, and then it makes me feel like it's my fault. But I like try to do everything that I can to help them and like, train them and all the things and get them ready and, everything that I need to do. And it's just like they either don't want to do it or they'll like do something for like a week and then like just completely like ghost, like, and just like give up. and like I don't know what to do. Like I don't want to like reach out and be like pressuring them
I'm gonna
or
make this
like
really simple for you. We can't make anybody do anything.
right.
So
But I just feel like it's something I'm doing.
it is
And
not you. So I'm going to take that off your plate as well. It is not you. You cannot make anybody do anything. People who want this business and are going to work it are going to work it, whether we show up or not. There are a lot of people in this business who are successful who have shown up for no one but themselves, because the reality is that's all we really have, and it's our only responsibility. So if you are showing up, showing them how to do things, leading the way, leading by example, that's all you owe. And that is all you can do. Everything from there is exactly what I said tonight. We are responsible for what we do with that information and how we work our business. We cannot make anybody do it, and we can't work it for them, and we cannot want it for them. So you have to take that pressure and that expectation off yourself. You will drown yourself and burn out if that is your expectation with people. You meet them where they are. And my team that's on here will tell you that I always tell them, I will meet you where you are. If you're showing up in your business, I will show up at your level. If you're not showing up, I'm on to the next thing. Because I cannot give you energy that you're not giving me.
okay, thank you.
They don't owe you nothing, and you don't owe them nothing. And like, it sounds mean, but I'll just go replace you with another human. There's 7 billion people in this world. That's a lot of people who don't know Scentsy. Like, I can like, you're like, and that's why I like people like, oh, somebody's dropping off. That's great. They haven't worked in 12 months.
It just happens like
They've added
so
nothing to your business.
frequently. Like it just happens like I feel like I cannot find someone that actually like when, and I get it, like if they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. It's like one after another. Like
It's the unfortunate numbers game. And I feel like when you're like just starting out in recruiting, it feels like even more so like, wow, everybody coming on is not clicking. And then like someone will come on who does and will like partner up with you, and then things will start to roll. And it's just a snowball effect. And some snowballs run slower than others. And like everybody's journey is different. It took me a long time to let that ball roll. And I still don't recruit as fast as some other people do. Like, it's just is what it is. And I've just come to terms with like, that's the speed of my business right now. Right. And so we can't beat ourselves up over it. If we want more people, I always tell myself, if I want more people faster, go have more joint conversations. like we have control. That's the part I can control, right? I can control how many conversations I have, how many people I talk to, how many new people I connect with. Like I can control that side of it. But if you like long term, you have to give up the control of like other people not wanting to show up, because we can't control that. And you'll be like me, and 5 years in, you'll be like sitting on your bed crying and feeling ready to give up. Like, just you have to let go of that, the expectations of other people in this business. It's so hard. I totally get it.
I'm literally not even 3 years in and I've already been on my bed crying. I just had to say that. So
Yep. So I am giving you permission to give up the expectations you have on other people and to meet them where they're at.
okay.
And keep looking for the next person while you're meeting them where they're at. Do not get burnt out on somebody who's not giving it back to you.
Mhm. Can I add to that, Dawn?
Absolutely.
So I don't know if Dawn knows this, but for a while I was obsessed. Like personally, I was obsessed with the amount of people that I could have on my team and not the success of those people. And it really got me down when they wouldn't perform and they would drop off. And now I look at my team and I'm like, okay, I can't work the business for these people that have the check marks next to their name because they haven't worked their business in the past however many months. I can't do that for them. So it's not the size of my team that matters to me anymore. It's what I'm doing with the people and who's working their business on my team. Because I can't let that number bother me. Because if they're not working, I can't make them work.
And we
If
don't
that
want we don't want warm bodies. Like,
right. I mean, if
like
you're
a warm
I mean,
body doesn't do
and-
anything for us. Like, we can be a great friend to that warm body, but like if they're not going to work their business, it doesn't really help us in Scentsy land. And so like it's fine. Scentsy's not for everybody. It's not for most people, and that's okay. And we were just talking at World Tour. We were like, a lot of times, like people say recruit your best customers. A lot of times that doesn't work out. And you know why that doesn't work out? Because your best customer comes in and goes, oh, well, now I'm not getting spoiled and getting checked on and getting reminded to order, and I'm not getting the thank you, and I'm not this and this and this, and that they have to show up and do some work. And it was way more fun for them to be a customer. And we need the best customers still. So it's okay that not every customer joins too. Not every customer makes a great consultant, and vice versa. So like it's okay that this isn't for some people. And it's, I think, just that mental like letting go of the expectations we put on people. We're not their manager, we're not their boss, we're not their babysitter. Like, it's their independent Scentsy consultant. If you're following the rules that you agree to when you join, that's your expectations. That's it. And as a leader, your only expectation is that they have access to you. That's it. So like literally no one owes anyone anything. All you owe is yourself.
Can I add something to that?
Absolutely.
Becca Levi always says they're independent Scentsy consultants, not dependent. So that gives you a little permission to let go. And I think it was, and you said this, Dawn, but like Mary Christensen ingrained it in my brain years ago. Like, you match your time with their effort. I mean, there's only so much time for you, and you can't, like you said, you can't want something for someone, and it's totally okay. But sometimes I feel like we get so wrapped up in we want people to join so much that sometimes maybe we pressure them into joining when it's not the right fit for them. So like I tell my people, I don't want you to do this if it's not right for you, you know. And it's okay if you decide once you've started that you would rather be a customer. It's okay.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
Just take the pressure off of every segment of the business. I think too, like, I remember back starting and somebody said, why do we make it so complicated? Why do we make it so complicated? We're not performing brain surgery. We're not rocket scientists. We're selling things that smell good. Stop overthinking it. Stop overcomplicating it. Like, be excited about it. Think about the, like, and that's like, I feel like when you go to, go through these normal times with Scentsy, that like remembering the excitement of when you click that join button and the excitement of trying to like sell that 515 days, like you don't really have any idea what's going on. You just really like Scentsy and you just want to get that goal hit, and like go share that excitement. Go share that excitement. How excited are you about your favorite Scentsy product? What's your favorite Scentsy product? Somebody tell me their favorite Scentsy product.
Fragrance mist.
Fragrance mist.
Even though it's going away.
When was the last time you shared fragrance mist?
It's been a minute. But
Okay,
I put
cool.
it on every day.
It's your favorite product and you haven't shared it in a minute. Awesome.
But you put it on
Someone else tell me their favorite product.
I
Okay.
said hand cream, and I shared it.
Hand cream.
sorry.
Oh, you did share it. I saw yours.
Yeah.
Someone else.
Room spray.
Room spray.
Counter clean.
Counter clean. Have you shared it recently?
Yes.
Heidi
Oh,
saying
that
no. Yes, I heard a yes. That's good.
there's too
So
many to hide from.
get out and share your favorite product. That's going to be my challenge. I
So
want you
Don,
to share it every day for the rest of this month.
that was going to be my question. So if she loves fragrance mist, how often should she share it?
Every day.
Just
Every
like
day.
you share your coffee every day.
Every day.
Okay.
And you'll feel like it's overkill because you're hearing it from yourself every day. But less than 10% of your friends list is seeing it every day.
That's
And
what
if
I
you
saw.
have a whole bunch of Scentsy consultants on your friends list, you're not selling to them. So you need to share it more.
Yeah, because I share Counter Clean out of all the products. I share Counter Clean the most, and that's what I get the most sold. Besides wax, because like everybody uses wax, but like it's my most sold product.
Good. So every day for the rest of the month, see what happens if you share your favorite product.
I
My
just
favorite
put
products
this-
are buddies. Like,
share them.
So share them.
okay.
Look, I've got a whole basket of my buddies back there. Share them.
Oh, good Lord, I've got a crap load of warmers back home on the wall. Well, not on the wall. They're on a shelf on the wall because
You're
they're
traveling. Share what travel Scentsy thing do you have with you?
room spray right now.
Great.
Leather.
You're going to share weathered leather room spray every day for the rest of this month. Perfect. Don't overthink it. Take off your overthinking cap. Take it off.
What
If
are
you
some
wanna
ways that you
If you
can
want to build your team, share about your business every day.
Dawn, what is some ways that you can share the buddies?
Well, I don't super share the buddies. I just have a Disney problem. But if I was going to share them, I'm just a Disney kid with a problem. But if I was going to share them, I would show them off in my house. I would show how I had them displayed. If I had kids, I would have them playing with them and take photos of with them. Tay said she shared her dog laying with a buddy. Oh yeah, you did. That was cute. And sold 2 of them. Like, if you love them, get on the camera and talk about what they are.
But you did share your buddy.
It's got a
like, on
scent
your
pack.
bed when
It
you were
goes inside
sharing
it.
your
You can
buddy.
change the fragrance of it. Most stuffed animals, you don't smell good. They just are a stuffed animal. Like, why a buddy versus any other stuffed animal?
Because they're
What if-
cuter. Like,
Like,
they're just
What if
adorable.
they're like not available though?
Still
that's
show
okay.
them.
What is available? Like, look, this is a Disney buddy. This is a Scentsy buddy. Yeah, I wasn't joking. I have a problem, okay? This is a regular Disney one. This is a Scentsy one. Like, I could sit here and talk about how, like, what's alike and what's different. These are literally almost identical, except the Disney one's huge.
The Disney one's really scary looking though.
Doesn't have the
Yeah,
scary face.
Like, it's nightmarish. I'm like,
But,
I like the
he
Disney
smells
one.
good. And he's way softer. He's like super firm. Like, he is like super soft and cuddly, right?
But
And
I
talking
was
about buddies, it doesn't mean you have to be showing off the ones that we have. Like, you can still show the ones you have and be like, and this is what's available right now, right?
Well, I was thinking because I'm going to SFR because now it's a problem because I went to World Tour. And
Everyone needs to SFR. Do it, everyone.
well, I was gonna do like a battle of the buddies and have my people on my Facebook and social medias like help me decide almost in like a basketball bracket,
Great
like what
idea.
buddy to
Yep.
take.
People
'Cause,
love
like,
giving their opinion.
If not, like I would not be able to have like because I'm driving and I was gonna offer like some teamies, but like I can't decide, so like no teamies and it would just be all buddies.
I do
Brackets
that
are
every
awesome.
time I go to a
Every
Scentsy
March I
event.
do a bracket because we have a new catalog, so we have new fragrances, and I do a fragrance bracket in my stories. And
Really?
people vote the shit out of that. Like, people love giving an opinion.
I got a funny story to share. The I think he's called the Child Scentsy Buddy Clip. The
Grogu.
Yoda looking one, buddy. Anyways, I have him in my truck currently, but I also have vanilla whatever it is that you put in your car air freshener. Sorry, mind blowing over here.
You're
And
good.
anyway, and I left my truck we leave my truck for like 2 weeks. And then my husband got in my truck last week and he's like, your truck smells like glazed donuts. So vanilla, so just think about it. Vanilla and Mandalorian airbender or whatever it's
Yep,
called
yep. Airbender.
together smells like glazed
Smells like
donuts.
glazed donut.
Wow.
Sure enough, I got in my truck and it smelled like glazed donuts.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of ways. Does that give you some ideas for buddies? Okay. So, and if you didn't want to do buddies, what's your second favorite item? Like pick your second favorite item. Like, but share it for the rest of the month. We have a week left. Share it for the rest of the month. Share it the first 15 days of March and see what happens.
I love to clean up myself because for like quick cleanups and stuff like that, I'll just spray it on my floor, grab my mop it up real quick, and it makes the whole house smell like whatever.
Smells amazing.
Yeah,
And like,
amazing.
show that stuff. Like, that's authentic. Like, show how you're using the product. Don't overthink it.
Sorry, I
Nobody
didn't
wants a flyer. Nobody wants
Somebody
to,
else.
like, just show you and show yourself authentically. Show yourself authentically. That is the key. Correct, Tay. That
the
is
glazed
the
donut.
key. Show yourself authentically. All right. I talked way longer, but we had good questions and good conversation. So, buy, post, join, follow up / customer service. Those are your focus. Keep it simple. Rebecca said it. World Tour, they talked about simplicity. Keep it simple.
Cut the fluff.
Not rocket science. We're not doing brain surgery. You're just sharing a product you love and finding out which of those buckets they're falling in. Are they loving it enough to sell it? Are they loving it enough to want free and half price? Or are they loving it enough just to buy it? Which bucket are they falling in? That's it. Real simple. And what you did yesterday or last week or last month or last year or the last 3 years literally doesn't matter. Stop beating yourself up over it. What are we doing from this point forward? If you want to be long lasting, you have to show up. And if you haven't shown up in a while, it's going to take some time to come back. So keep showing up. Deal? Now we have whatever 6 days left in the month. So go be awesome. And that's all I've got for you. You're the best. Thanks for coming.